संकीर्तन की
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी यमुना यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी यमुना तीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा जय गोपी धन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी यमुना यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी हे राधा माधव हे कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
All right. So we'll go to Satsanga. Remembering the names game. Okay. We are going to play once more this. Okay. Maybe once and then again once more so that everyone knows everyone's names. So, requesting everyone to pick up a chit from here. Achu Mataji.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that is Prabhuji's
So this side is for.
Yeah, Prabhuji's. This is
So go other way around today?
Yeah, go other way around today.
Okay, opposite.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay, last time also we played this game.
You put here.
What's that? Your name?
Yeah.
You put your name there? Well done.
Only these three.
But your name was already there, wasn't it?
No, they were
No?
not there.
Not last time. Not there. Sorry. Okay. Your name was there?
नहीं इसका कभी नहीं था
Okay, Prabhu ji का नाम प्रभु जी के में, माता जी का मत. Okay, ready everyone? Pick up one chit. If it's your own name, then put it back.
Not with your own name, no, it's opposite side.
Huh? Oh, it's opposite. It can't be your own name. If it's your spouse's name, put it back. If it's your spouse's name, put it back in the thing and pick up something else. These lights can be on. Everyone taken chit? Ready? आप लोग आगे आ जाइए ना इधर पूरा खाली है प्लीज कम हियर बिकॉज नाउ वी हैव टू सिट इन अ सर्कल नाचू माता जी रिमेंबर द सीटिंग अरेंजमेंट नाचू माता जी हरि बोल seating arrangement that's not the way we are going to sit anymore everyone wants to sit like this थोड़ा ये बाजू आ जाइए प्रभु जी as much as possible on this side प्रभु जी थोड़ा ऐसा यहाँ से सर्कल में बैठ जाएंगे ना तो I can see everyone हाँ ये साइड Hare Krishna like this the circle please don't forget the seating arrangement here also seating arrangement will be like that all along okay put all the bags away somewhere unless you need support that's okay but otherwise sit like this so that everyone can see each other okay not one behind the other like this somebody can sit here for example leaning on this wall one person can sit here ऐसा इधर lean करके wall के ऊपर okay and then you all can go like this like that okay so that's the way we are going to sit now वो lecture का time खत्म हो गया अभी now it is all of you are going to participate हाँ lifeline मिलेगा I'll tell you मैंने lifeline के लिए क्या किया okay everyone ready okay Hare Krishna time keep to the time come okay now Hare Krishna if you get your spouse's name by any chance in that chit put it back okay and then take another one you know why because you can't forget that name otherwise you're finished okay that is your lifeline otherwise lifeline जाएगा spouse का नाम भूल गए we'll play another game where we'll talk about spouse will pick up about from other spouse Okay, husband will pick up wife, and then you have to tell few details like when is her, what was she called in childhood, which school she went to, and all that. We'll play that game also. Will it scare you? That is punishment if you don't do homework and come. We'll play that game. Okay, so like that. Hare Krishna. Karunaji and Karunaji.
No. It's the other way. It should be the other way. So Mataji's are getting Prabhuji's name and Prabhuji's are getting Mataji's name. So it's the other way. So don't worry.
Everyone okay with that? Nobody's there. Mataji, you can come there if you want, so that nobody's ahead of you. Everyone can be like this in a circle like that. We are not sitting in front of people. We are sitting in a circle like that. Sorry, I'm repeating this. You can go like this. You can go like this behind, but ensure that nobody is sitting in front of you. Try as much as possible. As much as possible. There is a backrest also there. There is a full sofa there. You can sit there. ठीक है? All right. We'll start. Okay. Who wants to go first? Anuradha ji. Okay. He has to guess.
Hare Krishna.
Did you chant before coming?
Presents.
Did you chant before coming to class?
Yes.
This is mercy.
I did a lot today. I did a lot today.
अच्छा ठीक है. ये रिकॉर्ड करना जरूरी है. ठीक है. Okay. Your turn. Pooja.
Oh, they know.
Okay, very good. Well done.
Asha Mataji, but I think she's not here. Or?
I don't know. You have to be sure.
You say not here.
She's not here actually. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Good. Very good.
Ritu Mataji. Am I right?
Yes. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Amurtha. Amurtha?
Amrita Mataji. I don't know.
Not here?
Okay, there's a pillar. She's come out of the pillar. like Narasimha Dev Bhagavan. Now I've given you a clue. There's a column in this house. There's a column in this house. Yeah, okay. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Dipal Mataji. Huh? The back. Dipal Mataji. No. Yes. Huh? No. Confidence.
You can't see her. You'll have to get up maybe. That's why I said be visible here. If you would have been sitting on this side, you would have. ट्राई किया हो गया नहीं ओके कैन रेज आई डोंट नो हाउ टू डू दिस बट यही एक प्रॉब्लम है दैट्स व्हाई दैट सीटिंग अरेंजमेंट इज इंपॉर्टेंट ऐसा थोड़ा ऐसा बैठोगे ना तो नो इफ यू गो बिहाइंड दैट वॉल दे कांट इवन सी यू यू हैव टू कम लाइक दैट ओरिएंट योरसेल्फ लाइक दैट पीपल माताजी देयर शी ओके सुबुद्धि देवी दासी ओ भाई ऐसा देखिए वो साइड से पिलर वाली किसको बोल Okay, someone should stand there. Okay, so I think we should do gents and ladies only. I think ये नहीं work हो रहा है. हाँ? Mirror. हाँ, yes. Okay, and next. Ragini Mataji. Okay.
I think not in today.
Not in today. Okay, good.
Yeah, she's not here.
You're lucky.
Good guess.
You want to pick up chit, प्रभु जी? Chit उठाया आपने? बताइए, किसका नाम आज बोलोगे आप?
Kavisha Patel.
Kavisha Patel. Hare Krishna.
Archana.
Archana. There she is. No? No. Archana. No, not here. Okay. मुझे भी नहीं पता.
आपकी कौन सी सीट है?
नहीं मैं यही तो फायदा है. आपके मिस्टेक से मैं सीखूंगा. Okay, ready? Yes. Who is the first hit?
You left, Prabhu left.
हाँ प्रभु लेफ्ट.
I got the most easy one. Mittal Mataji.
मित्तल माता. Okay, that's easy. Okay. All right. Okay. प्रभु जी को नहीं दिया पीछे?
Repeat हो गया.
चलेगा? Okay. When she was identified, he was not there. Okay, चलो ठीक. All right. आपको बख्श दिया भगवान ने. It's okay if you pick up another same chit. चलता है because we'll get reaffirmed everyone's names. It takes time ना to remember, for everyone to remember everyone's name. It's going to take time. Let's accept it. ठीक है. Don't worry if you can't remember. That's okay. अच्छा नाम तो पढ़िए. कौस्तुभ प्रभु. Okay. अभी याद रहेगा. Okay. That's the whole idea. The whole idea is to remember. That's all. मनदीप जी. कहाँ पे हो आप? He has to come in front of you. Okay. Krish.
It's from one of Who's Krish?
All right.
Cheating.
She told you. ठीक.
Madhu Gopal Das Prabhu.
Check who is wearing dhoti. अच्छा he's not. कार्गो पैंट है आज. बैठिए कम. Please come. Come. बैठिए प्रभु ये बाजू. This side. If you get each other's names, then put it back. Okay, she's not here. Saved. Okay. Hare Krishna. Lakshman Prabhu.
Yeah, he's here.
हाँ ये ऐसे देखिए. हाँ ठीक है. Okay, all right. It will be a little bit trouble. Sorry. We will not always play this game. Don't worry. Parthiv Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Kalash Mataji. That was easy. Okay. Rishabh Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Ashish Prabhu.
I think मैं here.
Okay. कलश जी बोलिए आपका क्या है? हाँ? That side. उधर he is coming there for you. That side. इधर से भी नहीं दिख रहा है. This column is the culprit now. Can't do anything. Okay, चलो कोई बात नहीं. कुणाल प्रभु, you know. Okay, ठीक है. Okay. Everyone knows Kunal Prabhu? Kunal Prabhu, please. Okay. Okay. The idea is for everyone to know, not only the person who is picking up the chit. Okay. So here. Okay? हाँ. बच गए अब. हाँ? Okay, everyone picked up one chit. Have you picked up a chit so far? ऋषभ प्रभु फिर से काफी डिमांड में आज. There he is. Okay. Everyone finished their turns? Yes, both of you? Finished? Okay. ठीक है. So, let's go to the next part. Okay? Hare Krishna. Huh? That's okay. Later on we'll sort out. All right. So, we'll go to the next part. Whosever name, I'm going to pick up some chit. Whosever name appears, they will recite the homework Bhagavad Gita shloka. Okay? I'm sure सब लोग ने करके आए homework. Huh? You are not here? Last week you were not there. Okay, so how do we... So Nachu Mataji? So what we should do is we should send the material, soft copy. We should put it on the WhatsApp group so that everyone who is not there also, they can go through the material, know what is the homework and come prepared. Okay. So if your name comes, we will not ask you today. Okay? No problem. All right. Deepal Mataji. Wow. Beautiful. Very good.
As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from childhood to the youth to the old age. Similarly, the soul passes to another body at the death.
And?
A sober person is that who is not bewildered by such change.
Beautiful. Perfect. Very nice. Did you enjoy doing this? आपको अच्छा लगा ये करके exercise? Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful. Very happy. चलो ठीक है. यहाँ से उठाता हूँ कभी. पार्थिव प्रभु, your turn. Okay, no problem. No, I know you are not there. Okay, चलो ठीक है. मनदीप प्रभु.
आधी छुट्टी निकल गया.
देख के नहीं बोलने का. देहिनो, ठीक है. क्लू देते हैं हम लोग. किया ही नहीं या किया ही नहीं? नहीं किया? अच्छा ठीक है. नहीं किया तो कोई बात नहीं. नेक्स्ट टाइम कीजिए. ओके? वही नाम आ रहा है. कीर्ति माता जी.
देहिनोस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरं प्राप्ते धीरस्तत्र नमः.
Very nice. एकदम fluent, fast, beautiful. What is the meaning?
Like how the embodied soul it goes from body to other. Same way the soul it goes from one body to another at death. And then a sober person is not bewildered.
Very nice. Wonderful. Wonderful. Fantastic. Fantastic.
So the homework is pronounced.
ऋतु माता जी. ट्राई कीजिए जितना हो सकता है उतना. सो नहीं याद किया. ट्राई किया ना. जितना याद है उतना बोलिए. बाद में पढ़ लीजिए नहीं आ रहा तो. जहाँ नहीं आ रहा है बट ट्राई टू टैक्स योर मेमोरी एज मच एज पॉसिबल. वैसे ही होने वाला है. नहीं होगा ठीक है. चलिए पढ़ लीजिए. हाँ. देहांतर प्राप्तिर तत्र न मोहयति. वेरी नाइस. ब्यूटीफुल. मलाई प्रभु. बहुत फुल फैमिली का आज पार्टिसिपेशन हो जाएगा.
Equal expectation was required.
She did such a good job of the verse.
उन्होंने standard high कर दिया.
बोलिए. Try your best. Try your best.
देहिनोस्मिन् तथा देहिनोस्मिन्
यथा
यथा देहि
देहे. Yeah.
कौमारं कौमारं means यौवनं
जरा. हाँ.
तथा देहांतर प्राप्ति
Yes. धीरस.
धीरस तत्र
न मोहयति. Very nice. Good attempt. ट्रांसलेशन प्लेन. आपके खुद के भाषा में बोलो, क्या समझ में आया ये वर्ड से?
a soul passes into a body
Through different stages.
through different stages from childhood to youth to old age.
And after that, what happens? After old age, what happens to the soul?
It passes into another body
Okay. And what is that phenomenon called as?
after the death.
Okay.
Sober person is that who is not bewildered by the change.
Very good. Nice. Fantastic. Good. ठीक है. All right. So now we will go to the verse for today. So this verse comes in Bhagavad Gita immediately after the last verse. Last week's verse was what? 2.13. वो chair कुछ कर ही नहीं रहा है. It can go away so that I can see Mataji and Prabhuji behind. Otherwise, if you want to sit on the chair, you can sit. That's not a problem. उसको पीछे ही नीचे ले लीजिए. Just take it away if nobody wants it. If somebody wants it, please use it. All right. So verse for today. Okay. This is Bhagavad Gita 2.14. So please repeat after me. मात्र स्पर्शस्तु कौन्तेय मात्र स्पर्शस्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदः शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदः आगमपायिनो नित्यस् आगमपायिनो नित्यस् तं स्थितिक्षस्व भारत तं स्थितिक्षस्व भारत मात्र स्पर्शस्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदः आगमपायिनो नित्यस् तं स्थितिक्षस्व भारत मात्र स्पर्शस्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदः आगमपायिनो नित्यस् तं स्थितिक्षस्व भारत. O son of Kunti. So how do you know it is son of Kunti? Where is it written in the Sanskrit? Son of Kunti कहाँ लिखा है? Yes? Exact word. Kaunteya. Yeah, that is where son of Kunti. So that way also you can by heart the word. Very good, nice. The non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress. Happiness and distress का कौन सा word है संस्कृत में? सुख दुख. Okay, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. Winter and summer का क्या कहाँ लिखा है? Sure? Agamapaino Nityas? Are you sure? Okay. Yes. Sita and Ushna. Ushna means what? Sita and Ushna. Okay. So Ushna means summer, correct. Okay. So that's how you will have to. It's easy. Translation पढ़ के उसको करके फिर आगे जाके करना. Now if you have the Bhagavad Gita, okay, So we will get some Bhagavad Gita copies for you here. So if you have the Bhagavad Gita, you can do word to word translation. Especially it becomes very easy then to by heart these verses. Okay. So are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer. Okay. Now they arise from sense perception. Sense perception so क्या बोलते हैं? Sparsh. Sparsh is sense perception. They arise from sense perception. Ocean of Bharata. Bharata कहाँ पे लिखा है? Last word. Tam Sthitiksha Bharata. One must learn to tolerate them. Tolerate का कहाँ पे लिखा है? Which word is saying tolerate? What is the quality? Titikshasva. Titiksha means what? Tolerance. Okay. Titikshasva Bharata. Without being disturbed. Tams Titikshasva Bharata. Okay. So like that you can identify. But of course, Bhagavad Gita mein word to word translation is also there. So let's all say the translation together. O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception. Ocean of Bharata. And one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. Okay. Sorry? Ocean. भारत महाराज के lineage में जो आ रहे हैं, वंश में आ रहे हैं, वंश में जो आ रहे हैं, ठीक है? Descendants like that. Okay. So Krishna is addressing him by various names, like that. Okay. So what is this verse talks about? This verse essentially says, I'm not going to give a class, I'm just going to say just one line of this. This verse, Krishna is telling Arjun that जिंदगी में सुख भी आएंगे और दुख भी आएंगे. उसको we have to take it in our stride and keep moving forward. Because when you have a jail sentence, what can you do? When you have a jail sentence, we can't. Prabhuji, I can't see you. Is it okay if you can move this side so that otherwise ये कैमरा बीच में आ रहा है मेरा और आपका. Sorry प्रभु जी, I am not able to see you at all. Okay, मैं भी थोड़ा शिफ्ट हो जाऊँ यहाँ से. ये होगा? मैं थोड़ा शिफ्ट कर सकता है मेरे को. He will find it difficult to move there. So I chair है ना उधर बीच में इसीलिए. ठीक है. No problem. Thank you. Done. So we are trapped in this jail. And in this jail, what will happen? One day sometime in life we will get happiness, sometime we will get distress. That is the nature of this material world. Kabhi khushi, kabhi gham. This is that kabhi khushi, kabhi gham wala verse. Okay, from Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is saying, दोनों को लेके चलना ही पड़ेगा. There is no choice anyway. Right? So do not be disturbed. Why Krishna is saying do not be disturbed to Arjun? That's because, as we said, now go back to your previous classes. The material world has been designed in that way कि सुख भी देगा और दुख भी मिलेगा. कैसे होता है वो? Why do we get happiness and distress in this world? Why do we get happiness? Why does the soul get happiness and distress? Because of what? Because of one's past karma. That is why the soul gets happiness as well as experiences happiness as well as distress. This happiness and distress, it's talking about which kind of happiness? Material happiness. And the distress is also talking about material distress. Distress is only a phenomenon of material energy. It's not a phenomenon of the spiritual energy. And material happiness is not also a phenomenon of the spiritual energy. Spiritual energy talks about Satchidananda. That is a transcendental happiness. That happiness is beyond the three modes of material nature. Now you all are PhDs in this. It is that happiness which is beyond. Which are the three modes of material nature? Mode of ignorance, which is mode of ignorance is called as what? Tamogun. Mode of passion is called as what? Rajagun. And mode of goodness is called Satogun. Beyond these three modes, whatever you get, happiness, that is the happiness of that is called spiritual happiness. Okay? So Krishna is saying, here he is telling Arjun that this world, material happiness will come, material distress will come, and they will come of their own accord. Happiness doesn't come if you search for happiness. Many times have you been happy? You never expected. Arey, I was just expecting I will pay 2,000 to the ATO. ATO ने तो 3,000 वापस दिया मुझे. अरे वाह. So sometimes it happens, no? This is the latest happiness which people are getting nowadays, this month. Correct? I thought ATO को 20,000 देना पड़ेगा. Only 5,000 I am giving. Very nice. Like that. Okay. This kind of happiness will come of its own accord, and distress will also come of its own accord. We can't do anything about it. Okay. What we can do, we cannot control the reactions to the karma, but what we can control is what? Our actions. Bhagavad Gita has got 5 subject matters. What are the 5 subject matters? हाँ? सबसे पहला कौन है? ईश्वरा. देन उसके बाद हम सब जीव. थर्ड इज प्रकृति. फोर्थ काल. एंड फिफ्थ कर्म. Out of these 5, which is in our sphere of influence? Karma only. Can we control time? Can we control material nature? No. Can we control where we are born and who we are? No, because it's already decided who we are, right? Can we control who is Bhagavan? No way. It's already, the position is already taken. So the only thing we can do is control our karma, and that's the point that Krishna is making, right? He is going to tell that eventually to him, saying that ये दुख भी आ रहा है, सुख भी आ रहा है कर्मों की वजह से, but भगवत गीता का ज्ञान रख के control your karma. That is the only adhikar that you have. Karmane vadikaraste ma phaleshu achana. That will all come later. Okay, we'll do that eventually. All right. So now we will go to the japa section. Okay. Yes.
So 2.13 was talking about soul passing from experiencing the youth till old age and then passing on from one body to the other. And then in 2.14, Krishna is saying about experiencing happiness and distress all of a sudden. So how the flow is, like, what is the flow of conversation?
What is the flow of conversation? Between death and then happiness and distress? Yeah, so Krishna is saying, time के वजह से, काल के वजह से, what will happen is that within the same body you will experience change. That change is a biological change. So he is explaining a biological change that will happen from youth to old age. It's a biological change where your, what is it, physiology we call it? What do you call it? Is the right word? Yeah? Everything around physiology, what is that called? What is it called? Change, biology, na? Biology bolo? Simple hai. Chalo, theek hai, biology rakhta hu. Biological changes will happen. But right now what he is talking about, Krishna is talking about all changes that are going to happen. So biological change bataya. Abhi now he is talking about what kind of change? Changes which are outside one's biology, which you can't control. It's outside your, बाहर से जो आ रहा है. बाहर से जो आ रहा है. आप कहाँ भी रहोगे, ठंड में रहोगे या गर्मी में रहोगे, even if you go to Switzerland, बुढ़ापा तो आने ही वाला है. Right? But he is saying in addition to that, बाहर से भी ये miseries आने ही वाले हैं आपको. So do not get bewildered by any kind of change that happens. Do not get bewildered जब too much दुख है और suddenly बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी आ गया तो बहुत उड़िए मत. I am sorry, I am using these words. Okay, to just simplify the whole thing. Right? बहुत मत उड़ो. And बहुत दुख भी आए तो don't lose faith in Bhagavan. Okay? So both I have designed, so have faith. So I will give you difficulty to make you stronger from within. Okay? If I don't give you difficulty, you will never become strong. You will not derive realizations. All of you must have realized one thing, that हम लोग जो दुख से जो realization हमको हुआ है जीवन में, वो खुशी के टाइम पे उतना realization नहीं है. Because जब खुशी आ रही है तो मजा मारते हैं हम लोग. Correct? It is only when the chips are down, you go through a hard phase, do you come out with lot of realizations, right? So experience. Why do they pay? Companies pay more for experience, because the fellow who is experienced, he has gone through all kinds of handling, all kinds of risks and issues, right? So Krishna is telling, do not, dunya mein hamesha change is the only thing that is constant. Your body is going to change all the time, and from outside, Mother Nature will give you happiness as well as distress. All this is going to change. Be sober. Like that. That's what he's saying. Okay. So, Sri Namamrita, the nectar of the holy name. Ritu Mataji, you want to read the paragraph? Running slightly behind schedule. Okay. 10 minutes behind schedule. Yeah, we'll try to cover up. Yeah.
The matter of holy name, page number 8. Because Kali Yuga is such a degraded and miserable state, Lord Chaitanya advises everyone simply to chant Hare Krishna. According to Vedic conception, there must be men in the society who are actually Brahmin, capable of expounding their if everyone becomes a Sudra, the absolute truth cannot be understood. It is said that at present moment in Kali Yuga, everyone is Sudra.
Kalau Shudra Sambhava.
And it is very difficult in this age to find qualified Brahmins, for they are very rare. There is practically not a single qualified Brahmin in this age.
I'll read this. Prayena alpa ayushya sabhya kalau asmin yuge janah manda sumanda matayah manda bhagyahi upadhrutah. Okay, go ahead. English.
O learned ones, in this iron age of Kali, men have but short lives. They are quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all always disturbed.
Men also include women, huh? Yeah, B. लिखा है मैंने ऐसा. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Continue. Okay, you want to pass on? Actually, somebody else can also read. Just pass on the mic, so that others can read. Pass on to whoever. कोई भी पढ़ेगा चलेगा.
The people in this age are very short, light, and slow in understanding spiritual life. Actually, human life is meant for understanding spiritual values. But because everyone in this age is Shudra, no one is interested. People have forgotten life's real purpose. The word Mandra means
Manda buddhi.
Manda means both slow and bad. And everyone in this age is either bad or slow, or a combination of both. People are unfortunate and are disturbed by so many things. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, there will eventually be no rain and consequently a scarcity of food. The government will also levy very heavy taxes.
Okay,
Will
pass
also
on.
levy very heavy taxes.
You want to read? Yeah, fine. Take the mic. Yeah, next one. Read till the end.
The characteristics of this age predicted by Srimad Bhagavatam was already being experienced to some degree. Sin, Kali
Yuga.
is a very miserable age.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, advises everyone simply to chant Hare Krishna.
Harer Nama, Harer Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nashteva Gatir Anyatha. You want to give it to your brother?
In this age of Kali, there is no alternative.
There is no alternative. Can you read that again?
In this age of Kali, there is no alternative. There is no alternative. There is no alternative for spiritual progress that the holy name of the Lord.
Brihannaradya Puran. This is from the Brihannaradya Puran. It's a quotation from there. Yeah, go ahead.
This process is not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu invention, but advised by Sastras, the Puranas. The process for this Kali Yuga is very simple. One need only chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra.
Which book is this from? This is picked up from? Which book this paragraph is from?
Teachings of Lord Kapila, the son of Dham.
This is called as Sankhya Yoga, okay? Which was propounded by Lord Kapila. This comes in the 3rd canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And the verse which is mentioned behind, no? Last page ke end mein wo tha na, wo Prayena Alpayasya Sabhya, right? Which Ritu Mataji was reading. Prayena Alpayusha Sabhya Kalau Asmin Yuge Janah Manda Samanda Mataya Manda Bhagya. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.10. आपके शीट में टॉप कॉर्नर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में देखिए, पीछे घुमा के इसको घुमाओगे, द फर्स्ट थिंग यू विल सी SB 1.1.10. What does it mean? First canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, first chapter of that first canto, and 10th verse of that first chapter. Okay, that's called 1.1.10. उसमें वो वर्स है, प्रायण अल्पायुष्य, whatever. So what does it say? It says essentially that in now we are in which yuga? We are in Kali Yuga. How many yugas are there? Satya, Treta, and Kali. Okay. The process of going back to spiritual kingdom, spiritual world, or the process of self-realization is different for different yugas. Okay. In Kali Yuga, the process is not silent meditation. नहीं होगा, क्यों? सेल फोन बजेगा. Correct. It is not practically possible because silent meditation can be done. It's not that it can't be done, but the process of silent meditation entails you to do it for thousands of years, and we don't even live for thousands of years here. We you know, if somebody lives for 70, 80 years, is called a very lucky, right? Nowadays, right? So that's why it said prayena alpa ayushya sabhya. Alpa ayu means what? In Kali Yuga, everyone has got very low, low lifetime, right? And people are all what? Manda, misguided, and also dull-headed in Kali Yuga. People are dull-headed for spiritual understanding. Artificial intelligence, everybody will understand. But spiritual intelligence, nobody will understand. Right? Because no universities are teaching spiritual intelligence. There are no tools which give you spiritual intelligence. Right? So therefore, people are all running after how to enjoy this material world, which is anyway going to fail us. Right? So therefore, and the problem is, there are no brahmanas. What is the job of a brahmana? Brahmana's job is to educate. Okay, so such people are not there. The so-called brahmanas who are there, all they are interested in dakshina, right? So that is what happens. So Kali Yuga, you will find such brahmanas also may not be there. And even if you do, and then some people say, yajna karne se jayenge. Yajna karne ke waqt what will happen? The ghee will be milawat wala ghee. Correct or no? Right? Right? When I did my mother's, what is it called, a Shraddha ceremony and all that, and when my mother left this world, then I had to do almost 13 days ka ekdam kadak vidhi hota hai hamara. Okay. So I found out that these people, they say that daan dijiye, and we have to give chappal, stick, everything, right? And that fellow is going to the shop, he is buying chappal and stick and rotating it back to another client. So that is what is happening. वो चप्पल का धंधा चल ही रहा है, घूम के वही चप्पल है, मेरे से पैसा ले रहा है और दूसरे को भी दे रहा है वही चप्पल. So this is what is brahmanas in Kali Yuga, right? You don't even know. God knows what they are chanting also. Okay, अगर मैरिज में आके मैयत का भी बोला मंत्र, हमको क्या पता? All we are interested in what? पंडित जी जल्दी कीजिए, हनीमून का फ्लाइट निकल रहा है. That is how we are also. So what will happen? They are also degraded, और हम भी कुछ दूध के धुले हुए नहीं है. So they want to cheat and we want to be cheated. So first class arrangement है. लोभी गुरु लालची चेला दोनों का नरक में ठेलम ठेला. ठीक है? So गुरु भी लालची, चेला भी लालची. तो ठीक है, I scratch your back, you finish the vidhi fast. So he is also happy. मेरे को क्या fixed price contract है. When you have a fixed price contract in office, company wants the project to finish fast. So which is good. So they will engage in always these Martha fellows, they will engage in what? Fixed price contracts with you, right? Then they will cut their cost on material and also on time. That is how it will work. So Prabhupada is saying, do not rely on all these people to deliver you. In Kali Yuga, what is the process? Simply, Hare Krishna, घर बैठे बैठे करो. एक पैसा नहीं लगता है उसके लिए. One bead लगता है, वो भी मुफ्त में कोई दे ही देगा. Okay, you can give $1 donation if you want. Correct. Bead bag costs how much? 100 रुपया का भी bead bag आता है, right? पुराना वाला है मेरा जैसा, मिल जाएगा, 10 रुपये में भी मिलेगा, right? So you don't have to, you have to just sit home and take the holy name, and this holy name will transport us to the spiritual world. How it will do, you will see in ensuing classes. Okay. So now we will chant the holy name for 3 minutes. Okay. We are running little bit behind schedule. We'll catch up on time. अरे बाप रे. All right. Everyone has got. दे दिया सबको?
Kids ले गए.
Kids ले गए. अच्छा ठीक. All right. ठीक है. Just chant without beats then, because we have to keep to the time, no? जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय. So how many of you increased your chanting since in the last week? Anyone wants to? You increased your chanting, Prabhu? From what to what?
Minimum 40 to 45 minutes while early in the morning because I'm just driving a truck and just doing it.
Okay. Very nice. So from 40 to 45 minutes you did. Okay. Thank you. Very nice. Anyone else who increased their chanting in terms of number of rounds that you do? Yes?
Yeah, I used to do 4 rounds, but I've increased to 6 now.
Very nice. Very good. Beautiful. Yes, Prabhuji.
From 0 to 1.
0 to 100% improvement. Infinite improvement. Hare Krishna. Very good. Well done. So keep it up every day, okay? When you say 0 to 1, that means 1 is your minimum. Kuch bhi ho jaye. Yes, Ritu Mataji.
3 to 5.
3 to 5. Very good. Well done. Anyone else increase chanting? Since last time, yes?
From 1 to 2.
From 1 to 2. Hare Krishna. Well done. So now you should not come below that. Huh? When you increase, remember. मैंने क्या बोला? What is that song we sang? अजय देवगन वाला? धीरे धीरे चैंटिंग को बढ़ाना है. ठीक है? बाद में हद से गुजर जाना है. मतलब 16 से ऊपर जाना है बाद में. ठीक है? वो नेचुरली आएगा. कृष्णा विल गिव यू दैट. but do not jump so much. I'm doing 32 rounds from tomorrow, and then after 6 months, oh नहीं हो रहा है यार. Not like that. ऐसा नहीं कि मैराथन रेस में इतना जोर से भागा कि पहले ही गिर गया 100 मीटर के बाद. No, let that not happen. Okay, so slowly you can increase. These are all very nice. 1 to 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 3 to 5, 4 to 6. Small, chota. If you are struggling to increase your chanting, what's one good idea to do? Every Ekadashi, increase by 1 round. So 15 दिन के बाद 1 round increase कर रहे हो. Okay. Slow and steady in this case is always better. Then what happens? You get time to get settled onto a particular rhythm in your life. Because again, life is very busy. We know that. Right? We all live that life. None of us are living in the forest. We all have office targets. We all have familial responsibilities. We all have to educate our children. Correct? हाँ सबको है 2.14 yes. सबको है ये. So amidst all this is an activity which we have to do for ourselves. Otherwise इस जेल में फंसे रहेंगे. दोबारा इस दुनिया में आना पड़ेगा. And this world is not going to be a better place. What was written in the paragraph? In future there will be more and more food grains. Correct or no? No. It's going to be what? Scarcity of food grains, right? Anyone remembers that verse? You remember when we talked about how Kali Yuga will be, the various aspects of Kali Yuga? Anyone remembers that verse? Yes. Can anyone remembers? नहीं? कालेना बलिना राजन? नहीं? किसी को याद नहीं है? सत्यम शौचम क्षमादया, anything like that? You remember that I said? Yes.
So a little bit like the people will get shot.
Yes,
and,
yes.
There will be no food.
No food,
no
yeah.
fruits and veggies.
Yes.
So
And the life
the lifespan will be shown.
Right. Okay. हाँ? Oh, वो भी है, but okay. In Kali Yuga, as it progresses, things are going to become more and more miserable. Earth will stop producing. There's going to be scarcity of food. There will be wars. There will be pestilence. There will be natural disasters that will happen more and more because of the abuse which we have done. All this is predicted in the Srimad Bhagavatam, and it is all coming true. Right? Taxes increase होगा सब Bhagavatam में लिख दिया है already. Right? There is nothing new for man to unearth. Right? So better is to what? Get out of this jail as soon as possible. Not to come back again to this miserable material, to go back to the kingdom of God. We discussed that also, right? Okay. All right. Very good. So let's go to the next part of the program then. Very happy. Please come and share if you have increased your chanting in the next week. Okay. Everyone, our request is that at least 1 round everyone should do. 1 round में कुछ नहीं जाएगा. 6-7 minutes it will take maximum. 1 round. Trust me. What is the most difficult? Going 0 to 1 is the most difficult. तो आपने वो जंग जीत लिया अपने मन के साथ. Okay, which is the biggest battle. वो माला लेके 1 राउंड करना सबसे मुश्किल है. सबसे easy क्या है? Going to 16 rounds. That is the easiest. You will realize that. Why it will become easy? Because Krishna will help you, and you will come back and tell your story. Yes.
Prabhu, how do you manage to do 16 rounds in a day? Like if you're working full time.
If we are working full time, so first and foremost is to learn the art of getting to bed on time. वहाँ से शुरू होता है. Okay, mode of goodness, Satgun. People who are in Satgun, they operate in the morning, early morning. People who are in Rajagun, they operate during the day. And people who are in Tamagun, उनका रात में शुरू होता है. No, right? So best is to get the chanting done in the morning itself. Ideally, if we can do it by around, I don't want to say 4:30 because everyone will get scared. Okay, 5:30 ठीक है. चलो 1 राउंड है ना, 1 राउंड 6 बजे भी कर सकते हो. 6 बजे नहीं तो 6:30 को करो. 6:30 to 6:36, 1 round. Actually कुछ नहीं होगा. You will realize nothing will happen. You will be able to easily work through that. कुछ नहीं होगा. We all started like that. I also used to, when I was in Japan many years back, this was 2001. Somebody told me 16 round. मैं बोला आपने से नहीं होगा यार ये सब. Okay, मेरे से नहीं होने वाला ये. I never realized. He said you do 1 round. You don't worry about 16. Right? जिस दिन वो 1 round वाला जंग जीता, उस दिन उसके बाद तो then it became very easy after that. Right? So 1 round, the first round, that is the most difficult because we are not used to sitting and doing something spiritual na apne जीवन में. We are not used to it, right? It's like exercise. Every day doctor told just do like this to your hands. Arthritis नहीं आएगा. फिर भी टाइम नहीं मिलता है. ऐसा ऐसा करने को भी टाइम नहीं है इंसान के पास. Just imagine. डॉक्टर सेड ये करोगे तो आर्थराइटिस नहीं होगा भाई, तुम पूरा दिन कीबोर्ड में टक 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 करता रहता है, ये करो बस लाइक दिस. वो भी टाइम नहीं है, ऐसा ऐसा करो. नोबडी हैज टाइम, राइट? ऐसा ऐसा करने को टाइम है, ऐसा ऐसा करने को टाइम नहीं है, राइट? सो दिस इज ऑल व्हाई इट्स नॉट अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ टाइम, इट्स अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ द माइंड. ये मन का जंग जीतेंगे तो हो जाएगा सब. ओके, ऑलराइट. स्पिरिचुअल एडिफिकेशन 45 minutes. Okay, we'll try and crash the time here. This is where we have to save time. Okay, not every time I'll have to manage the time. It's my fault that I'm not managing time properly. Okay, but we are behind time. We'll have to race. From the science of self-realization by His divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. You want to read Prabhu first paragraph and then pass on like this?
Yeah.
Okay, after one paragraph. Yeah.
Krishna consciousness is not a question of belief, it is a science. The first step is to know the difference between a living body and a dead body. What is the difference? The difference is that when someone dies, the spirit soul or the living force leaves the body, and therefore the body is called dead. So there are two things. One is this body and the other the living force within the body.
Thank you.
One must first understand that he is a soul or something other than this body. For example, as a child grows, he becomes a boy. The boy becomes a young man. The young man becomes an adult, and the adult becomes an old man. Throughout all this time, although his body is changing from a child to an old man, he still feels himself to be the same person within the same identity. The body is changing, but the occupier of the body, the soul, is remaining the same.
Thank you.
So when your body is finished, annihilated, you are finished.
उल्टा ही बोल दिया आपने. When your body is finished and annihilated, you are finished.
You are not finished.
That is the most important point.
You get another body, just as you may change your coat and shirt. If you come to see me tomorrow wearing a different shirt, a different coat, does that mean that you are a different person? No. Similarly, each time you die, you change your bodies. But you, the spirit soul within the body, remain the same. This point has to be understood. Then one can make further progress in the science of Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you. Go ahead.
The spirit soul is invisible to our material life. It is atomic in size. After the destruction of the gross body, which is made up of senses, blood, bone, fat, and so forth, the subtle body of mind, intelligence, and ego goes on working. So, at the time of death, this subtle body carries the small spirit soul to another gross body.
The process is just like air carrying fragments. Nobody can see where this force fragments is coming from, but we know that it is being carried by air. You cannot see how, but it is being done. Similarly, the process of transmigration of the soul is very subtle. According to the condition of the mind at the time of death, the minute spirit soul enters into the womb of a particular mother through the semen of a father, and then the soul develops a particular type of body given by the mother. It may be a human being, it may be a cat, a dog, or anything.
Mandeep Prabhu.
You are eternal. According to your work, you are simply changing bodies. Therefore, you should want to know how to stop this business, how you can remain in your original spiritual body. This is Krishna consciousness.
Very nice. Thank you very much. So there are some questions. We'll go through those questions, but we'll give you a couple of minutes to quickly use your pens and then mark your answers there. Okay. One trick I'm going to tell you. Discovery question, one question is there. Understanding, there are 4 questions, right? So you can mark that and put there as D1, U1. तो आपको easily locate करने को मिलेगा. Understanding 1 का answer कहाँ है? No? Does it make sense? Yeah. Try that out. Everyone ready? Okay? Alright. What is the difference between a living body and a dead body? Okay. Raise your hand if you want to answer. Then we'll call out to you. Yes, ma'am.
The difference is that when somebody dies, the spirit soul or the living force leaves the body, and therefore the body is called dead. So there are two things. One is this body, and the other, the living force within the body.
Okay. So in your own words, anyone else wants to add to that? What is the difference between a yes?
The dead body has no soul. This is flesh and bones.
The dead body does not have a soul. Okay? Alright. Okay. Very good. Anything else? Anyone wants to add? Okay. I'm just going to rephrase it slightly. A body which the soul has left is called as a dead body. Does that make sense? In one sense, the body is always dead only. Because body doesn't have sentience. You know what sentience? How do you call that? Huh? नहीं senses नहीं. Body. Hare Krishna. अभी आए क्या? Very nice. Happy to see you. So the body doesn't have its own decision making power. Body doesn't have any emotions. कोई आपने मुझे घर पे खाने के लिए बुलाया और आपने मैंने बोला था आपको वड़ा पाव बनाओ, बट आपने यू मेड साउथ इंडियन फूड. मेरे टंग को बहुत बुरा लगा है. विल यू एवर से लाइक दैट? मेरा टंग मुझे बोल रहा था, मेरा जबान, माई माउथ वॉज टेलिंग मी व्हाट इज दिस पीपल आर डूइंग. हाउ डज दैट साउंड? रिडिक्युलस, राइट? सो देयरफॉर द टंग, द नोज, द ईयर, दे डोंट हैव एनी sentiments. They are anyway dead. They don't have consciousness. They are only activated when the soul, which is energy, which is us, are living as a tenant inside that dead matter. The dead matter is called as what? Body. The dead matter starts flapping. So when the soul goes out, then that body is called as a dead body. But technically the body is always dead. The body doesn't have any life of its own, right? A live body is live not because of the body. The live body is live because of the presence of the soul, because of which the cells are activated and they keep growing. When the soul leaves, then the cell stops growing. That's all. Become dead, right? Okay, let's go ahead. Explain with an example how we can understand that we can keep changing our bodies, but we are eternal soul. Okay, who wants to take this question? We'll give the Matajis one more chance. Yes, Mataji. पढ़िए ना, खुद का ही बोलिए. अभी देख, आप बोलिए क्या समझ में आया पैराग्राफ से.
For example, the child grows.
Yes.
And it goes from a little boyhood to adult and adult to old.
Very good.
That's how body
changing, but soul remains the same.
The personality within the body remains the same. Any other example that's given in the paragraph? Yes?
Like you change your shirt or you change your clothes every day.
Very good.
A soul changes bodies every time.
Beautiful. Very good. Well done. Well done. Very nice. Very good. Anyone wants to add anything to that? Yes?
I think it's just a similar, just my understanding that we are, according to the karma, we keep taking karma, soul taking karma with the, next janam and then next.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
the new body.
Correct. That's coming now. Yeah, that's coming now. You have answered the next question. Why? Did we go to the next question? No. How does first we'll see how, then we'll see why. You already answered the question of why. How does the soul transmigrate from one body to the next at death? Okay, we'll ask the Prabhuji is here. Who wants to take a shot at it? How does the soul transmigrate from one body to the next at death? ये कैसे होता है? उस mechanism. What is the mechanism by which? Yes.
So the subtle body transports the from one body to the other.
That subtle body transports the what?
The soul.
Correct. Yeah.
From one body to the other body.
Very good.
Just like example of fragrance.
Very nice.
Is being transported by air.
Very nice. Beautiful. Just like air transports the fragrance of a flower to some other place, just like that, what happens? The subtle body which surrounds us right now, the subtle body carries our soul to the next gross body. Next gross body. This gross body chhod diya. So it's a subtle body which does that. So the subtle body is in one sense the carrier of the soul to the next body. So logically, what does that tell us? If you want to therefore not go into another gross body, what should be killed?
Subtle body.
Correct. The subtle body should be killed, but the subtle body it can't be killed because it's subtle. So it's a metaphorical statement I'm saying. When you kill the subtle body means what? You purify the subtle body. You purify the subtle body and you dissolve the subtle body. Prabhupada uses the word dissolve somewhere, right? You dissolve the subtle body. How do we do the dissolving the subtle body? By purifying the mind, by purifying the intelligence and moving from false ego to true ego, right? Because the subtle body is what? The subtle body is composed of three things. Man, buddhi and ahankar. Mind, intelligence and false ego. False ego. Ego will always be there. What is the meaning of ego? Ego means the feeling that I am. That is called as ego. Does it make sense? And Krishna tells Arjuna, never was a time that you did not exist. Never was a time that I did not exist. And never was a time that all these people in Kurukshetra did not exist. We are all existing since time immemorial. So I am will always be there. The concept of I will always be there. The concept of I am will be always there because that is called as ego. Now the question is, I am what? That decides whether it is true ego or false ego. False ego means what? I am the controller. I am the enjoyer. That's called as what? False ego. I am the proprietor of everything I behold. I am the cause of everything that's happening. This is called as what? Ahankar. मैंने बनाया ये business. I am a self-made man. This is called as what? I am something, something, something. But what is true ego? True ego means what? I am Krishna's servant. I am a child of God. Right? There's a, in that Anant movie, that fellow is saying, what is Rajesh Khanna is saying towards the end? हम सब क्या है? रंगमंच की कठपुतलियां है. Like that. So we are all what? In one sense, Krishna is not like that. He's not saying, hey, katputli lo, chalo nacho, then we have. No, it's not like that. But he makes us dance indirectly by giving us our karma. Does it make sense? That's how we face all the Shita and Ushna, happiness and distress. That's how we are all dancing based on our karma. But the same Krishna can, when we chant, when we surrender to him, what happens? when we start chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, what happens? Our polluted mind and our polluted intelligence and our false ego, slowly they will get transformed into purified mind, purified intelligence and purified ego, which is called as real ego. So we will come to know that who am I with respect to Bhagavan. We will realize our qualitative oneness with the Lord. Please note this down. We will realize our qualitative oneness. Qualitative, not quantitative. We will not become Bhagavan. We will realize our qualitative oneness with Him. Right? We will realize our godliness. We will not become God. Right? Because the soul is a part and parcel of God. Just like the sun rays will not become the sun. Right? So sun will still be there. So we are coming out from Him. Right? So we will realize that we are part and parcel of Him, and therefore that we have a life, we have an eternal life in the spiritual body. Because there are how many bodies? There is gross body, then there is subtle body, and then there is another body called as the spiritual body, which we have not realized till now. That is called as the Siddha Deha. Siddha Deha. Okay? We will realize that spiritual body when we chant. कल से चैंट करोगे तो परसों स्पिरिचुअल बॉडी रियलाइज हो जाएगा. ट्रू और फॉल्स? ट्रू हो भी सकता है, because if the Lord wants, it can happen in 1 second. Actually it is true, but we will have to chant with quality attention, then हो जाएगा. Right? There are so many things. We will discuss the various facets of chanting. Chanting is an art and a science. We will discuss that in later classes. Let's go to the fourth one. When can we stop changing our bodies? Number three, sorry. Why do we get different types of bodies? Very good. Why do we get different types of bodies? Anyone else wants to add to what Mataji said? कहाँ लिखा है वो? लिखा कहाँ है?
Second last paragraph, according to the condition of mind.
Very good. Yeah, go ahead.
According to the condition of the mind at the death,
the minute spirit soul.
Minute spirit's soul enters into the womb of a particular mother, the semen of a father, and the soul develops a particular type of body given by the mother. It may be human being, it may be cat or dog or anything.
Very nice. Anyone wants to add to this?
That's why when you die, you keep chanting.
Yes.
So that your mindset is very peaceful and where you want to go.
Yes. Very nice. Good. Very nice. Good point. Anyone else?
Different bodies we get due to different karmas.
Yes. Very good. Anyone wants to add? Come on. सोचिए.
Mode of passion. If you're thinking that you wanna be what you wanna be in next life.
Yes.
That you become.
Yes. Very good. So Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says what? Whatever state of being, whatever one's consciousness is, that he will attain that state in the next lifetime without fail. Now this is interesting. This is very interesting, right? If whole life I have meditated on, let us say, whenever I go through Altona Meadows, I have seen that beautiful bungalow, right? Bungalow nahi, what is that called यहाँ पे? Townhouse or whatever, right? Or I heard, whenever I go at Turak, I am thinking why that fellow is having that house. मेरा क्यों नहीं Turak में घर, right? When I saw that fellow in a Maserati like this, with a style like that, he is driving like that, open car, ऐसा. Maserati open होता है क्या नहीं ना? Tell me one car which is open ना? कुछ भी हो सकता है, चलो ठीक है, ऐसा उस स्टाइल में ऐसा जा रहा है. And then you are thinking, काश मेरा भी ऐसा, no, convertible. And then what happens at that time? You मौत आ गया उसमें. पिताजी, you know that movie, you know, हिंदी मूवी में होता है ना ऐसा, क्या हुआ ना? So what happened last minute? What you were thinking about the convertible? In the next lifetime, what will happen? Tell me. No, we will not become convertible. Because it's a good point. We will not become convertible because convertible is matter. We are spirit soul. We cannot become convertible. But what will happen? Come on, next. Think. Apply your understanding of Bhagavad Gita. Sorry?
you become the enjoyer of that by maybe even by dog or by a driver.
You will have something to do with that convertible. Now, you should have the good karma also. You had the vasana for that. But karma bhi to hona chahiye, like Mataji was telling. If you have good karma, you will become the owner of the convertible. If you don't have enough karma, you will become the cleaner of that convertible. But जुड़े रहोगे उस convertible के साथ. So therefore, it's an interplay of karma and vasanas. What you desire and what merit you have in terms of how that desire of yours will be fulfilled. There are two things. Okay. Go ahead. Mata, you want to say something? Yeah.
No, I
Go
was
ahead.
just saying whatever you are desiring, the desire will be carried forward.
Very nice. The desire will be carried forward. What is the word for that? Remember now from all your earlier classes. Huh?
Bijam.
Very good. Kaustubh Prabhu. Bijam, Kutam. Remember? Yeah, this is that Bijam. Okay, seed. Okay. Bijam comes because of what? Because of karma. Right? जब कर्म करते हैं तो क्या होता है? Seeds. When one does a murder, then what happens? The seed of aggression is also further solidified within the mind. Then he will go and do another one, and another one, and another one like that. Right? लत लगती है. And then क्या होता है? Just because of death, it doesn't go away. In the next lifetime also what happens? The child will become, मतलब हटके रहेगा कुछ. It will be very oddly aggressive, like that. In childhood, they will show symptoms like that, right? So these are all coming from the past lifetimes. Yes, Mataji.
Is it related to the relationships as well?
Yes, it is related to relationships
Some
also.
people are really nice with us in this janam.
Yes.
Because we have done something good with them.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true. So what goes around comes around. That is the principle of karma. So if you have done something good for someone, then you will have to take birth, and that fellow also has to take birth to return your. Therefore, what did we say? Good karma is also binding, because you have to come back into this material world. That is why we don't do sukarma, we don't do vikarma. What kind of karma do we do? Akarma. ऐसा काम करो कि कर्म लगे ही नहीं. And what does akarma mean? In Kali Yuga, what is akarma? Akarma is another name for bhakti. Okay, acting in deference to Lord Krishna's instructions. If we live in this world, then karma will not touch us. It is given in, if you read the Isopanishad, I think verse 3 talks about this. It says, Evam tvai na anya tethosti na karma lipyate nare. In bhakti, you can go on working for hundreds of years. You will be externally doing all the activities which others are doing. Like you will be going to office, you will be working hard in office, right? You will be eating when others are also eating. But what will happen? You are doing it all this under the banner of bhakti. Now you will say, how come office जाना है वो भक्ति का क्या संबंध है भाई? NAB में जाके cloud migration project करोगे, उसका क्या संबंध है भगवत गीता के साथ? Answer this question now. Think.
To sustain your own survival, then only you will be able to do the bhakti.
Yes. So I go to office for what? To survive. Why do I want to live? To serve Krishna. Then that office also becomes your bhakti, whatever you do. I go to office, whatever salary I get, I will not go and then blow it up on a bar or in a casino. What will I do? I'll keep some portion out of it and I use it for serving Krishna, for offering prasadam. For example, Dipankar Prabhu, whatever income he and Zarna Mataji are making, what are they doing? They are using that money for what? What are they using that money for? To do this program, right? It requires resources, right? For doing this, right? All of you also are also doing that, right? You are giving time. You are giving your time for Krishna. That is a resource which has been provided. You are utilizing that time to remember Krishna and get connected with him. So all of us are doing akarma right now, right? That's the way to escape. When can we stop changing our bodies? There's a word that is given here. Last line, second last line देखिए. When we attain our original spiritual body, Siddha Deha. When we attain that Siddha Deha, what will happen? That time we can stop changing our bodies. When will that happen? When there will be no trace of good karma or bad karma. That time what will happen? The soul will, which means we can go back to the spiritual world, right? And how does good karma and bad karma both get dissolved? By the process of chanting. In Kali Yuga, that is the best process. True or false? No. No, false. Tell me why it is false. It is not the best process.
It is the easy process. It's the only
It is the only process. Best comes, लाल वाली साड़ी लो या पीली वाली साड़ी लो. Then ये best है, ये best है. Best नहीं है. In Kali Yuga there is only one way. And where is it written? If you go back, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Namaiva Kevalam. Kalau Nasteva. There is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. If you are thinking, कल से ना सब घर बार छोड़ के हिमालय में जाऊंगा, कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. Okay, we'll go there, Himalaya में, and then what will happen? That tsunami will. You saw what happened, ना there, right? Nothing. उधर भी चैन से नहीं रहने देंगे कोई, right? Because जहाँ जाइएगा, किसको पाइएगा? अपने मन को पाइएगा. Where will you go with your mind? Because it's the mind. वहाँ जाके भी क्या करेंगे? In Himalayas, you will sit for meditation. The nice smell will come, fragrance. बड़ा पाव बन रहा है किधर तो. Then you will go थोड़ा खा के आता हूँ. बाद में बैठता हूँ ना. So what will happen? This is what we are made up of. This is what is called as Kali Yuga Vasis. No control over the senses, right? कुछ नहीं होगा. और उधर भी क्या होगा? It will be chanting and somebody will say, Mumbai Indians have won. And you will wonder, अरे यार, Delhi, what is that? Delhi Tigers. हाँ, लो, हारी, स्कोर क्या हुआ? हाँ, जीता रहना इंडिया. This is what is our problem in life, right? हम लोग लातों के भूत हैं. मंद सुमंद मतय मंद भाग्य ही उपद्रता. ये सब हमसे होने वाला नहीं है. ये सब ढोंग बंद करने का और चुपचाप nicely just chant and we will go back to Godhead. Okay, so that's the message. Now let's come back to the last question. Now this is not in the paragraph. Don't search the answer there. It's not there. Do you feel relieved to know that your eternal soul? Share your impression. Okay, anybody can share. Okay, 20 seconds. Okay, whoever wants to share. We'll have at least 5 or 6 people sharing. Come on. Do you feel relieved to know you are an eternal soul?
A soul cannot be destroyed, neither can be withered or killed. That is the reason if you die also, your soul is eternal.
Oh, but what is your realization here? Do you feel relieved to know that you are eternal soul?
Yes.
Yes, you feel relieved? Okay, very nice. Anyone else want to share? Yes. You have to also say why you feel relieved. Huh? And you don't have to tell the right answer. You can say, Arey baap re, main soul hoon kya? That also you can tell. Yeah.
Yes, I definitely feel relieved because I know that I have chance to get rid of this materialistic life, and that can only be done because now I know that I am the eternal soul, so it can be actually it can take me away from this world.
Very good, very good, very good. Yes. Anyone else? Yes.
So now you don't need to worry about whether you are doing a good karma or bad karma.
Okay, good. So how do you know that? How is that related to this question? Can you connect that? Now you said that now I know I don't have to do good karma or bad karma, but how is that related to the question? It is related, but I want you to tell me how it is.
Because you just need to worry about your karma, which is bhakti, Krishna bhakti. So yeah.
Very good, very nice, good. Anyone else on this side?
बचपन में सुना था अब जाना अब आगे देखेंगे.
Yes, Madhuri.
So when you have happy times in your life, you don't get upset or anything. But when you're having struggle in your life, that time, and especially you have a friction with a particular person, and then you have to realize that why those reactions are coming to you. So when you are realizing that you are soul and that person is also soul, he's not, and he's behaving just because of your bad karmas, whatever you have created, it's by you. No one can give you pain. So when you start realizing that no one give you pain in your life, so even though that person is bad in your life, you feel like you stop reacting to that person and you close your negative karma account and then this is how you have to stop doing bad karma, or maybe you have to, and then from that moment you have to start giving like good energy, good vibes to that person. So he will definitely drastically will be changing the reactions to you in couple of days, and then you will realize, okay, now I'm closing my negative karma accounts and I'm going towards my.
Okay, very nice, beautiful. So this knowledge enables you to be more proactive in terms of choosing your response to a extenuating circumstance or to a difficult situation that's coming in your life. Yeah. So I'll just add to this point. There are 3 types of natures which all of us carry. One is called as the pure nature. Pure nature is what? The soul's nature of Satchidananda, which is without any material contamination. What is material contamination?
Anger.
Pagal. P-A-G-E-L. Pride, anger, greed, envy and lust. This is Pagalpan. This is what is that impurity around the soul, right? So, the original pristine, pure nature of the soul is called as what? Satchidananda, without this Pagalpan, right? That is what all of us are, right? All this is acquired from outside. Like you remember, I gave this example during the earlier days that I come from Mumbai. In Mumbai, there is a place called Sakinaka, if you know, okay, near the international airport. If you wear a white shirt and you walk through Sakinaka, what will happen? By the time you come to the other end, it will become brown shirt. Somebody will say, क्या brown shirt किधर से खरीदा नया है क्या? नहीं brown नहीं white था यार उधर से निकला, right? The original nature of the shirt is what? It looks like a, but it's not a brown shirt. It is a white shirt. So we are all pure spirit soul, but because of the layer of Pagalpan which is wrapped around the soul, what do? That is called, we demonstrate what is called as conditioned nature. Conditioned nature. Normally the temperature is what? 35 degrees. But मैंने air conditioning लगाया. इसके लिए I am feeling like 15 degrees centigrade. Does it make sense? That's called condition, means artificial. Something you are conditioning yourself to. So therefore, this material energy, it conditions the pure soul. So there is pure nature, then there is conditioned nature. Now what will happen when we start doing bhakti? एक दिन में तो shoe polish नहीं होने वाला है, correct? और रगड़ के वो, you know, because what will happen? You wash the shirt, little bit, you know, little by little, it will become white. Again, what will happen? It will go out, it will get dirty. Again, you wash it. So that washing is like the chanting, right? And dirt is like when you go outside and do something stupid. That is again the dirt. We will accumulate that dirt, no? Correct? It's not that we are going to walk out with saintly personalities after this class. Abhi Altona Meadows mein, all of us are just going to walk like Paramahamsas outside, right? It's not going to happen in one day, right? It will take time for all of us. Now, as you are chanting, what will happen? You will find that your conditioned nature is going down. That's why I like that point what you said. You will be more in control of your responses to the outside world. But do not be hard on yourself. You will fail sometimes. Sometimes what will happen? That nature will come out. Now that nature is called, will now become circumstantial nature. Does it make sense? Pure nature, conditioned nature means पूरा टाइम ऐसे ही बात करता है यार. पूरा अभी क्या है? पूरा टाइम ऐसा नहीं बात करूंगा. कभी कभी होता है आजकल. That is called as what? Circumstantial it will become. So from conditioned we will go to circumstantial, and then from circumstantial we will reinstate ourselves in our pure. That will happen only if we continue our process of bhakti or chanting. धीरे धीरे हो जाएगा वो. ठीक है? Okay, is this clear? Okay. Now, yeah. Sorry, somebody said something. Yes. What is that?
Something like that. He is
No, let him say. Yeah.
It's like.
Yes, it's like ha. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. So when you do ha, what is happening? That means you have no control over the stimuli. Right now, then what will happen? By chanting, what will happen? Your intelligence will start governing your mind, and therefore your responses will be much more measured. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, we'll come to the last part now.
Okay. We have caught up on time. Yes, anyone wants to add anything? Yes? You want to add something?
I have a question.
You have a question? Okay, please ask the question. Yes. Mataji, abhi time hai prasadam ke liye. Just wait. Okay. And keep the children there only. Otherwise, poor things, they will, come all over here and, they'll get bored here. Yeah.
So it is mentioned in last second paragraph that it is depends on what kind of condition you have at the time of death.
Yes.
Accordingly, you get the next birth.
Yes.
But if a person who did bad karma throughout his life, but at the time of death,
Yes.
he's chanting.
Yes.
So how does it work? If in next lifetime, so what happened to his bad karmas and?
Okay. So can you ask me this question in the next class?
Okay.
I will give this answer. Or you can ask me during Prashadam time also. Okay. But if I answer in Prashadam, then others, it's a very good question you're asking. You ever heard the question? पूरा जिंदगी मजा मारा, खून किया, रेप किया, बाद में ये पढ़ा, अरे वाह, I'll continue doing this. जब मौत आती है तब हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे कृष्ण स्मरण में, okay? Then क्या हो गया? अरे वाह, it's not fair. मैं तो पूरा जिंदगी, I worked hard all the years. This fellow only works hard during the performance appraisal cycle. It almost sounds like that. Correct, no? Okay. I'll have to, huh? Sorry?
Angulimar was a Daku and then he changed to same person. So it happens when it takes a seconds to change.
Yeah, it takes seconds to change. Yes, this is very valid, yes.
That person will start from that point in next life.
Not necessarily. That is true.
Spiritual level, they start from there. Somebody
Correct.
did the very good karmas and do the bhakti.
Yes.
But haven't reached, they start from that level in next life.
Yes, very good, good point. Yes.
I was just going to give an example of clothing. When it gets dirty, you'd wash the whole cloth, not like it's a stain laga hai, I'll just do this, fix it, and leave it. You have to wash the whole cloth for that.
Okay, that's an interesting point. It's an interesting point. इसको वक्त लगेगा. I cannot answer it now because already डब्बा उधर आ गया प्रसादम वाला. ठीक है? And we have one more module to go. Okay, so we have another 4 minutes. We will just read this one and then we'll discuss. Preaching session. Preaching is the essence by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Who wants to read? Yes, Prabhuji, पढ़िए.
A devotee must carry.
ऊपर क्या लिखा है?
Lord Chaitanya orders that the devotee should.
Okay, everyone, please pay attention. Lord Chaitanya, what did he order?
The devotee should preach.
Very good. Yes.
A devotee must carry out the order of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Yare dekha, tare dekha."
तारे कहा.
Yare dekha, tare kaha.
कृष्ण उपदेश. This is in Bengali. जिसको देखो उसको बोलो कृष्ण उपदेश. उसको. So don't talk nonsense with other people. Usually what people talk with others? What's happening in corporate life? यही होगा ना? What is the latest brand of scotch? Right? कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे चल रहेगा ना? Hey, are you going to golf nowadays? Yeah, did you meet Khanna? Something like that. Chopra, did you meet Andrew? यही चलता रहेगा. और क्या बात करेंगे लोग ना? Correct? Or they will talk about, the men will talk about women will talk something, I don't know, right? हाँ, कहाँ से साड़ी ली? कंजीवरम है क्या? Pure gold है? कितना कैरेट का है? This is all what we will talk. Right? But what does Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying? Whoever you meet, give them Krishna Upadesh. Okay, please continue.
Every devotee therefore should spread Krishna consciousness by preaching, asking whomsoever he meets to accept the order of Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord says, Sarvadharman
parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja.
Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. This is the order of Lord who speaks as the Supreme Emperor. Everyone should be induced to accept this order, for this is a victory, Digvijaya, and it is the duty of a soldier, the devotee, to impress upon everyone the philosophy of life.
Very good. And which book is it from? No, it's not Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita doesn't have Adhyay. Bhagavad Gita has only got one book, which is 700 verses, which is Bhagavatam, B-H-A-G. Srimad Bhagavatam, which canto? 9 refers to what? Canto. 11 refers to what? Chapter. And 25 refers to verse number. Okay, very good. Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice, Yogesh Prabhu. Alright. So what does it say? Every devotee must preach. That is what Lord Krishna wants. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord says that person who gives this message to somebody else, the message of Bhagavad Gita, uska ticket in spiritual world is reserved. In the Vaikunta airline, your seat is 29C, window seat aapka reserved hai. Even if you make one person a devotee in this lifetime. Now, how do you do that? How do you make in the initial days? If we ask you, you will say, प्रभु जी लेकिन मेरे को खुद को भी अभी तक भगवद गीता समझा नहीं, वो कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछेगी तो मैं क्या करूं? You know, this will be our worry. Correct, no? मेरे को तो इतना फिलॉसफी भी नहीं आता है, अभी तो मैं सीख रहा हूँ अभी तो थोड़ा टाइम चाहिए ना. This is what your mind will tell. But if somebody asks you, okay, I want to eat pizza. What can you do? I want to eat pizza somehow, and you don't know how to make pizza. What will you do? Take them to the pizza joint. Take them to a fellow who knows how to make pizza. Simple, na? So it doesn't mean to preach. You will only have to take all the ownership and then preach. Okay, all you have to do is connect someone to our program. Even if you do that, you have preached. Does it make sense? That's the first level of preaching, right? If you can't do that also, if that person who you are telling, अरे आशा आ जाना प्रोग्राम को, अरे नहीं रे बहुत मेरे को बिजी है यार, फ्राइडे को कहाँ बोल रही है, फ्राइडे को वो भी है ना मेरे पति, उनको मूवी देखने का रहता है नेटफ्लिक्स में, वो नहीं आएंगे. You know, suppose this is the situation, then what do you do? What is next level you can preach? You can say, अच्छा ठीक है, प्रसादम लेके उनको खाना तो अच्छा लगता है ना सबको. प्रसादम खाने में क्या है? The moment someone takes Krishna prasadam, their bhakti has already started. Their purification has already started. Eventually prasadam ले लेके एक दिन आ जाएंगे. 100%, right? But you will have to be patient. Not that prasadam दिया ना अभी कभी आएगा. You know, not like that, right? Give. It will act on its own. For example, if there is a wood, when you set fire to the wood, some wood will catch fire just like that. But some wood will take time. Why? Because the second piece of wood has high moisture content. So initially what will happen? The fire will be used to reduce the moisture content, and जब moisture content zero हो गया, आग पकड़ लिया. So do not think that today if I invest 1 rupee, कल 10,000 रुपए मिलना ही चाहिए. It will take time with some people, but keep giving them prasadam. Keep encouraging them to come for the program. If they say that नहीं prasadam ठीक है, at least give them the book. We all gave you the book last time, right? Ask them, book पढ़ो ना, घर में बैठ के book पढ़ो, ठीक है, प्रोग्राम में मत आना. नहीं मुझे बुक मेरे से नहीं पढ़ा जाएगा. I only can read about cloud computing because it helps me make money. Okay, I cannot read Bhagavad Gita. Nobody is paying me anything for it, right? Then you tell them, okay, पढ़ो मत यार, सुनो तो सही, लेक्चर तो सुन सकते हो. नहीं लेक्चर मेरे से नहीं होता. कीर्तन तो सुन सकते हो, कीर्तन सुनाओ. So there are many ways in which you can make someone take a baby step towards Krishna. One step if the person takes towards Krishna, that person will be saved from the greatest danger, which is what? Losing the human form of life. If we have to retain the human form of life, one act of bhakti is good enough. At least human being बन के तो आएंगे next lifetime में, right? So please go out and give this knowledge. In future sessions under this section, we want some of you to share your realizations of your giving this message to someone else, right? So please come with that knowledge. Yes.
Instead of saying "आप बहन चुगली करे," we should say "आप बहन भक्ति करे."
अरे वाह, very good, very good. I will use this in my preaching program. It's a very rhyming statement.
We didn't hear from.
आप बहन चुगली करेंगे जगह आप बहन भक्ति करेंगे. क्लास चला याद रहेगा सबको, ठीक है. You have given the punch line of the class. हरे कृष्णा. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नमो ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे स्वल्प पुण्यवतं राजन् विश्वासो नैव जायते शरीरा विद्यजाल जड़ेन्द्रियता हे काल जीवे फेले विषय सागरे तारा मध्ये जीवाति लोभो महेशु दुर्मति ताके जीता कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ो दयोमय खोरी बारे जीव जाय स्वप्रसादन दिलो भाई से नमृत पाओ श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेमे दाको श्री चैतन्य निताय जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय.